I always love it when context of videos roll on from the previous week because it does show me that the individual directly is evolving. And I think that's pretty awesome. We are going to get into that. For those of you that don't know, I'm Yildiz from Yildiz Readings, the psychic medium, clairvoyant, and intuitive astrologer. And I do cover your twin flame path here online. If you do want a private booking, you can go to the link below. We also do host our Sage Inner Circle network, which is our exclusive membership that offers pre-release content, community, energy updates. I chime in daily, so if you want to join that, find it via the links below. Now, straight into the read. This is looking pretty bloody awesome. Now, uh, it really is mirroring last week. So if you didn't see the energy update for last week, go through and have a look. It definitely does have a roll-on effect. And again, I'm feeling this person having these huge revelations, and especially in the context of where we are in the month, I do believe this person is ready to shake off the old and move into the new. Now, if there were some cross wires, especially for those of you in communication, I do believe this week you can have a bit of a clearing with it. Misunderstandings also. However, I am seeing this person still in that process and moving towards you, similar to last week, of knowing exactly what they want. And they're very self-aware of patterns and habits. And I'm looking at this. Could this feel like a test? It could, but yet again, I feel they could have a revelation that maybe something is going on with you, and that both of you are going to require the courage to move through this. There is a bit of duality going on here. Regardless, I do feel that they wanting to change the patterns of the connection. They want to change the way in which you are working together, dealing with each other. When you both are out of sync, you both are out of sync, okay? So when something goes wrong on one side, it feels it does impact the other side. So they're merely saying, don't feel for a second that when you're upset, I'm not upset. Don't feel that when there are cross wires between us, it doesn't directly impact me. Yes, I am aware of my patterns and the things I have done. However, I'm working on them. I'm directly dealing with them. Now, as we do move to the most recent past, again, we have the owl. This person, again, is really trusting their instincts. And when they're not around you, it feels empty. So they are moving into this with the notion of really and truly getting, they're following the breadcrumb trail. Okay. Tens can be to do with connections. Things keep them up at night. They are finding you are the light through that tunnel. You are the one that they would love to sneak away with, but you're the one they want to come into the light with also. So they know that there are people they can't trust. They know that you're one person they can. You're one person that they feel they can be their unconditional self with, their true core, but you're also someone that they want to protect, and they're instinctually trusting their instincts here about how to actually navigate the circumstance to A, be with you, and to be somewhere where you both can be safe together, knowing that, you know, that your guides are actually protecting the both of you. Separately, there can be a hard decision that they have to make, a hard decision to cut a circumstance off, and we can't ever fast track things. Not that I think that this has been a fast process for this individual. They're not going into this by any means of not wanting to see it through with you. I think for some, they can be severing a karmic tie. I'm just getting the messages. Bear with me. There's a reference point to a song. This can be just for a couple of you, but it could be a heavy metal song. It's a romantic song that was given to you. That's a small message for some of you. For some of you, there is a singer who they believe you look like. it's sort of like a very, yeah, and I won't get too far into it, but they're wanting to offer you something quite grand, but they're also not wanting the resonance of the energy to be during tumultuous times, if that makes sense. It's like, what's the best example I could give you? This is something they're showing me. It's almost like if you just, say you've had no communication. This person actually does want to go the distance with you, get married, get engaged, etc. But they don't want that initial stage. They want to iron the surface out, create the foundation. It's coming through very traditionally, even though for some of you, you might look at your counterpart and go, this person's not traditional. They're wanting to do this quite traditionally. They are playing for keeps. Like with you, it's different. Even though they might have been bound in a karmic situation for a long time, with you, it's different. That's what they're referencing. And there's no, they know that in their age in their life where they are, that there is no procrastinating with this. Now is now. It's not looking at what went wrong in the past. It's not making excuses for things. I do believe their guides are actually aiding them with this circumstance. And it's not the life they wanted to give you. It's not the life they wanted. It's they don't want to just dream anymore. Does that make sense? And I know for a lot of you, especially in this path, especially divine feminine, many times with that Pisces in the 12th house, and especially from way beyond where 2020 was, we have been in that very deep psychic energy. And the big question mark has been, how do we get it down from the safety of the 5D into the 3D? And so that realism that comes in is to show you that you can have both. You can have real and you can have the dream. And there's going to be some challenges, but we also in our shadow look at those things. And I think this is something that they're directly understanding. It's like nothing is perfect, but with you, it does feel that. With you, it feels worth it to do the hard yards. It feels worth it to live the hard to get to the good. But what they're wanting to offer is the good. They're owning it like it's all their fault. It's all their, it's weird. It's like, many times we're living on the planet, we are susceptible to the environments and circumstances, weather patterns, etc., and we can't control those things. Sometimes we do take on things like we are a Gaia, and that we can, but no, we can't. But how we show up counts. And the intention here and the feeling is with their second chance, with what they're doing, take fair rejection, 110%. This person does worry that even with all their good intentions, I can definitely say from looking at these cards, this person is definitely coming in. I'll just give you a close-up view. This person is coming in with apprehension. This person's coming in with very, look, if it was a record, you'd be looking at the rap sheet and you'd be going, wow, man. This is kind of the analogy they're giving me. But at the same time, it's with that in mind, it's with that awareness that they're trying even harder. They're trying even harder to say, hey, I know the history between us. I know my history. I know the reasons why I had that history, for better or worse. But now I'm coming through in a new chapter of my new chapter, and I'm really questioning this week, where am I going? What do I want? They know that in order to have these things, they need to be free to do that. They also feel they're having faith in themselves. And there is a big, they know, they get divine timing. So it's not that like, I'm not going to do the hard yards with you. So how am I seeing this? Those of you that are in communication, because they're wanting me to go down the rabbit hole a little bit with this. Those of you in communication, if there are misunderstandings, they know it's going to take time to rebuild trust. they also do know that they're going to feel triggered too, and they're having a lot of thoughts about the bigger picture. Now, those in non-communication, maybe even a person who's tied up in a karmic situation, again, I do feel they're still moving towards, hey, I'm exiting stage, I'm doing this. I could be upsetting someone this week. I know this has been like, I can't keep feeling sorry for myself, or I can't keep feeling sorry for, I need to address the elephant in the room. I need to do this. And I'm hoping my guides have my back. And I feel that a door is opening. You know, at the moment, it could be if they're feeling that they're whacking their head against a wall, there is an opening, and I feel it's by week's end that something is pushing it through, something is creating an opportunity for this to actually flow. And I do feel the same applies to those of you in communication. There can be some breakthroughs. There can be this feeling almost like not to push each other, but to allow the energy to flow, allow the solutions to come in. And so the clarifier for help from above is surrender. At times you must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. And I've actually found that, especially when I have been on my journey and I've been like, this was with reconciliation. There was a circumstance playing out. And I was like, heck, this is going to cause a tower moment. Like, it's not fitting. It's like the Cinderella effect, but Drusilla's putting the shoe on. It's just not fitting. So in acceptance doesn't mean, hey, this is fantastic. It means, hey, I'm acknowledging the fact that something here isn't working. And I had to give it to Gaia. And no joke, within 3 seconds, a solution presented itself. And that's because the energy psychologically took a shift, and therefore the physical environment did. And even me, being quite open-minded and psychic, was quite shocked. So sometimes we just need to try something different to get a different outcome. But I definitely feel this is building towards a dream, because why do we have to let go of the old? Sometimes the universe drags us back to cut karmic ties. Now, this is manifesting miracles for the outcome card. We have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. And what are we on? We're literally on dream. We're literally on the dream card. It's never gonna happen. I don't know when this is gonna be. Why can't I have my dream? What about me? Okay, so we have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow your own good advice. How exciting. Deeper connection, getting back on your spiritual path, getting back into the fruits of your labor, your heart's desires, feeling nurtured with people around you. I'm seeing protection. I'm seeing protection. I'm seeing the yin and yang symbol, the star, the infinity. This is a divine message for the divine masculine. Trust your guides got you. Keep acknowledging what you feel's not working for you. Keep acknowledging the things that you've outgrown. Even if you feel doors are not opening, doors are opening by accepting the fact that certain things aren't for you anymore, and letting go and detaching, especially if you don't have a divine solution right away. I believe through the cards, what it is showing is that you're going to have your dream and doors are going to open for you. Now, if you do want me to check into your joint connection and where it's at, or anything other, psychic readings, astrology readings, etc., you can go to the website directly below. Yes, we also host a Sage Inner Circle network via the website. So if you do want to sign up to that, we do have a landing page with all the information and what is on offer with it, which is a very, very supportive community. We have a twin flame room, we have chats, we look over the astrology and the transits, and we also have pre-release content. So if you're interested in that, you can visit the website. Otherwise, I'd love to hear how this reading resonates with you, and if you have any inside information you wish to share with the Twin Flame Collective.